What is going on, Internet? My name is Stephen Fleming and welcome to my Monday show. For those of you tuning in for the first time, this is the show where I talk about all the stuff that I thought was interesting from the last couple of days. That being said, let's jump right into the first story of the day. A lot of awesome stuff happened this weekend, the first of which was the release of Iron Man 3, which made over $175 million its first weekend in the box office. That puts Iron Man 3 as the second largest box office opening of all time, just under Avengers, which coincidentally also stars Iron Man. Worldwide, Iron Man 3 has already netted over $680 million, making it more profitable than the entire run of Iron Man 2. In my opinion, that's just what happens when you put Ben Kingsley in a movie. He played Gandhi, for God's sake. He was in Schindler's List. Ben Kingsley just makes movies awesome. Also this weekend was the Kentucky Derby, which is an excuse for people to go out and get wasted, as is evident by this picture of someone doing whatever the hell he's doing in this picture. The Kentucky Derby is also popularly known as the fastest 2 minutes in sports, which, if you think about it, doesn't make any sense. The winner of this year's Kentucky Derby goes to racehorse Orb, who is currently tied with 1923's winner, Zeb, for the least number of letters in any winning racehorse's name. That's Orb. 3 letters, O-R-B. I actually really like the name Orb. It's a hell of a lot easier to say than Why Kick a Moo Cow, or Full of Skittles, or Spineless Jellyfish. These are actually names of racehorses, because I know if I had something worth a couple $100,000, I would give it the dumbest name that I possibly can. Another thing that happened this weekend that may or may not be awesome depending on how you feel about this issue is that Cody Wilson went out and tested the first 3D printable gun. Cody Wilson, who you may remember from my Saturday show, is the founder and director of Defense Distributed, the company that produces open source gun designs. That was just a quick follow-up from Saturday. Thought I might as well throw it in there. Some quick entertainment news from this weekend. Justin Bieber got attacked while on stage in Dubai, and that looks like this. Amanda Bynes once again decides to show us how much she loves the month of May by giving us a Cinco de Mayo tweet that she has gotten plastic surgery. And yesterday, as always, there was a new episode of Game of Thrones, and of course it was awesome, and I realized that 99% of you already watched the show, but for the 1% of you who have not checked it out yet, check it out because it will change your life. I think that's enough screwing around with entertainment news. On to some more serious stuff. Rapper Cammy Dee is now in jail. You haven't heard of Cammy Dee? Well, that's because the high school student Cameron D'Ambrosio is a fledgling rapper who has never been successful, but the point is that now he's in jail for being a terrorist. Click the annotation if you want to check out Cammy Dee's YouTube channel. I've already looked at most of the videos there, and to be completely honest, it's really not that special. The moral of the story is don't post on your Facebook about killing people or blowing up the White House, because now Cameron faces a prison sentence of up to 20 years and has been in prison with a bail of $1 million. Sadly, this Massachusetts high school student is probably being imprisoned for emulating all the violent rappers that he sees in popular culture. Which brings me to my question of the day. Should this high schooler be in jail? Should you be able to be in prison for making crazy violent statements on your Facebook? Answer the question of the day in the comment section down below and let me know how you feel. Which brings me to my next story of the day. How much did you pay to watch this video on YouTube? I wouldn't be surprised if you said $0. Well, apparently that could change as early as this week as YouTube prepares to roll out as many as 50 premium channels that cost anywhere from $1 to $5 a month to subscribe to. Essentially, YouTube, aka Google, is trying to compete with major media outlets like CBS, Viacom, Time Warner, or possibly even Netflix by upping the quality of their content through paid subscriptions. Don't worry, YouTube, I don't think you're saying that the quality of my content sucks. I am incredibly interested to see how this pans out because I want to know whose channels end up getting paid subscriptions. I'm not even sure if I would pay for any of the channels that I currently subscribe to. Haha, that brings us to our last story of the day, and it's one of my favorites, some good old space news. General Charles Frank Bowden Jr., I don't know why I'm doing that voice, I guess it's just the Monday show. Point is that the current administrator of NASA was holding a press conference today to discuss NASA's plans to go to Mars. NASA plans to go to Mars by 2030, and it's going to be incredibly expensive. What I thought was interesting during the press conference is somebody asked a question about the viability of Mars One. For those of you that are not familiar with Mars One was founded by Dutch entrepreneur Bas Landorp. I'm not exactly sure how you say his name. The premise behind Mars One is to create a reality TV show to underwrite the cost of a trip to Mars and ask people to pay to submit applications to be on the show. And pay they did, with almost 40,000 people submitting applications through their website. The cost of submitting an application ranges from $5 to $73 depending on what country you're submitting the application from, and if you win, you get a one-way ticket to Mars. Yes, I said one-way ticket to Mars. They send you to Mars, and hopefully they keep sending you food, or maybe send some other people, or maybe you just end up getting screwed and you're stuck on Mars until you die. Personally, I did not submit an application to go to Mars, mostly because my girlfriend wouldn't let me. No, I actually really just don't want to die on Mars. But I guess this brings me to my second question of the day. Sorry, I really need to stop doing this, but would you let Mars One send you on a one-way ticket to Mars? Leave your answers in the comment section down below and let me know how you feel about this issue. Alright guys, that's all I had to talk about today. As always, thank you for watching. Click that subscribe button up in the corner, like, share this with your friends, and I will see you on Wednesday.